The honourable member for Calgary-Greenway.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. One of the few tools that opposition has to hold the government to account is our ability to access information through FOIP requests. Any delay in accessing information under this act can be seen as an affront to democracy.
Great.
Unfortunately, our office has experienced a number of significant delays, including directly from Executive Council.
Right.
To the Premier, are your staff interfering in the FOIP process to prevent unflattering information from being released to the public?
Good question. Deputy Premier.
No way, Mr. Speaker. We have inherited a system that was chronically underfunded. We've inherited an opposition that likes to call for deep cuts. Mr. Speaker, this government's putting our money where our mouth is, including staffing FOIP offices at a level that will enable us to get far closer to achieving the guidelines outlined in the legislation than the official opposition would have us do. They call for cuts. They call for increased access. Mr. Speaker, we're putting our money where it belongs, which is making sure that we have the good services, including FOIP officers, to be able to meet the demands of the increased requests.
Supplemental.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Given that the Information and Privacy Commissioner recently concluded that FOIP requests made to PAB and Executive Councils were taking an average of 50 days to process.
Wow.
And given that these lengthy delays not only serve to keep opposition parties, the media, and everyday hard-working Albertans in the dark about the inner workings of the government.
Yes.
Premier, seriously? How do you account for these delays? Come on.
Honourable Minister, Deputy Premier.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. I've had about a decade experience of filing FOIP requests, so this is a very fun question to answer because there were times where I had to wait in excess of a year under the former government to get my FOIP request back, Mr. Speaker. We are very proud of the progress we're making. We're working in collaboration with the public service and with all applicants, no matter who those applicants are, whether they're members of the public, the media, or other parties within this legislature, Mr. Speaker. And we'll continue to make sure that we staff offices appropriately, even when the members opposite are asking every day for us to cut billions of dollars out. We're making sure that we put resources to make sure that we have transparency and make life better.
Thank you. Second supplemental.
Let me try again. Given that Alberta's Information and Privacy Commissioner said the freedom of information in government departments is, quote, fast approaching a crisis, unquote.
That's right.
And the Commissioner Clayton also said, and I quote, I hear to hate that FOIP is not being taken seriously, unquote. Premier, why is your government interfering with the FOIPs, and what are you trying to hide from Albertans?
Deputy Premier.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, and nice try, member. I have to say that in 2015, when we took over office, FOIP requests were taking 12 to 15 months under that former government. Now we've got them down to 3 to 6 months in Executive Council, Mr. Speaker. That's significant progress. Is it far enough? No. We want to go further. We want to achieve the timelines outlined in the legislation, and that's why we're continuing to make sure that we're allocating resources properly, Mr. Speaker. But the assertions by the member opposite couldn't be further from reality. We've cut the wait time significantly from when your party was in power.